Hi guys, today I'll be installing an RGB LED strip kit from eXtremeRate. Details for this particular kit are in the description below, including purchasing links. So by default on a PlayStation 5, you've got an LED along this side, and as you're using it, it just remains in a single static color, which is white. Now this kit allows you to customize things so it gets fitted inside this area on both sides, and you can alternate between different colors with this. And the cool thing about this one is you don't need an app or anything, just works directly off a remote control which comes in the packaging. The strip kit doesn't need any special wiring, so it connects directly via a USB connection into the back of your PlayStation 5. And just to show the LEDs on here, they're not waterproof, there's no requirement for that. Obviously it's all going to be used indoor. There's a sticky pad on the back of this, and as you buy this, it's probably worth testing it out initially anyway before you install it, just to make sure it's working. I'm not saying there'll be a fault on there, but before you go to all the effort, worth testing it out. So I've got a power bank here. If I plug this in, there you go. Simple as that to test this out, and that confirms it's working. Let's make a start at setting this up. So first of all, we need to take both the covers off on the side of the PlayStation. So that's a matter of just pulling up the corner there and pushing it downwards, and it just comes away. Do the same on the other side. You get an alcohol wipe with this, and that's just to remove any sort of dirt or grime that's around this location on both sides of the console. And then you've got a separate cloth just to wipe that down afterwards. Then we'll give it a wipe down with the dry cloth. Flip the console over now and do the same on this side and wipe it down. Each LED fits into position like this. Now the way this works, obviously you've got a cable on the back of this. You need to feed it into the gap just over here at the side. The gap's just there. Make sure you're putting in the correct one. The way you'd know is the cable needs to come out onto the back of the PlayStation. So you've got the ports just over here, and I'll feed it into the gap here. There's a sticky pad on the back of the LEDs. We just need to peel that away and place these round sticky circles evenly along the strip to give it that extra adhesion onto the PlayStation. Now that the additional sticky tabs are on, we just need to peel off the circle area on there. Now we can stick it down, and we'll start in the corner over here. Just push it into position. Then we can use a plastic tool they've provided just to ensure the LEDs are tightly in position. That's it. That's firmly in position now. Let's flip over and do the same thing on the other side. So we just repeat the same thing on this side now. Now that the LEDs are fitted, probably worth testing them out one more time just to make sure it's all connected correctly. There you go, no issues on that side, and the other side's fine too. We can proceed with putting the covers back on. Now, one thing to note, just be careful with the cables at the side, you don't accidentally damage them. Just keep them out of the way as you're putting the covers back on. Same with the other side, make sure the cable's out of the way. I've stood up my PlayStation, and now we can just tidy up the wires just along the sides here. And then it can just be plugged in to one of the USB ports at the back. Doesn't matter which one you do. And that's it, it's ready to be connected up now. So I've plugged in my PS5, now taking the remote control you get with the kit, just pull out the plastic tab at the bottom to activate it. Now, if I take my PlayStation controller and we turn on the PlayStation, there you go, the LEDs kick in straight away. So the first thing to note, it doesn't interfere with the existing lights that come on the top and bottom. You can see a subtle line coming through, the blue line on there, and in a moment it'll flip over to white. The effects kick in straight away. There's 29 different effects on this. And if I change the angle, just give you a better view of this. So with the remote control, you've got brightness levels. So if I click the minus, it takes it down to the minimal level. Very subtle changes on there, and then clicking the plus takes the brightness to the maximum. Now cycling through the different effects, you've got the arrows for that, and you've got the restart button to restart the effects from the beginning, and then you've got a power button there, so you can turn it off, so you don't have to pull out the cable at the back. Turn it back on again, hitting reset. There you go, that's the first effect. Let me cycle through this. And there you have it. That's all the different colors you've got on there. And you've seen for yourself. Really impressed by this because it's so easy to fit. Was a little bit fiddly taking those little round circle covers off to attach the sticky part on this. But other than that, really easy kit to fit. And you've seen for yourself, no complexity in this. There you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. If you're new to the channel, hope you can subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of my next release. And smash that like button as it really helps me out. Thanks for viewing and see you in the next one.